师傅，这个往下是什么地方啊？
你怎么上来的？
我坐索道上来的。
坐索道上，你要是玩的话，到这个景区玩啊，就在后面，还坐车去。
坐车过去对吧？
对，
就是还是从这里下去啊？
到那边坐车。
那这里下去是干嘛的呀？
这里是走下去的，这边走到你索道那边。
哦，
那边走到茅山镇，就是
茅山镇。
这个景点的游客中心。
哦，游客中心对吧？哦，
这个还
要走多久啊？
走下去要走这个要走到游客中心要走1个小时。
要走1个小时啊？
但是你不需要到游客中心，你坐索道来的。
对，我坐索道来的。
走到你那边，走到你坐索道那边是40分钟那个。
那我看到这个叫什么万寿宫呀？叫什么？
万寿宫、
崇喜万寿都在后面，但是还是要从这里坐车过去比较。
坐车过去。
哦，好的，谢谢啊。
不要紧。
Shit. So I'm moving back to where I come from because I was like thinking about if I get up to the hill and look at the JiuXiao WanFu Gong on the top of the hill, and I can move to another palace or temple. But actually, the reality isn't that. So you have to walk like long distance because I park my car in the bottom of the mountain. So anyway, I have to go back, you know. Then the staff up on the hill told me that I should get down to the hill and drive to another side of the mountain. So I'm going to do this. So now I'm like return to where I came from in the bottom of the cable car place, and it was nice actually, and I really excited to see such kind of place. But this like a cable car, it's bumping itself like floating, a little bit scary because you can see there's nobody taking this one and just myself taking sitting here. But anyway, it's a bit late and I don't have time for the lunch actually. I'll grab some faster food. And anyway, so let's move on. So now actually I get here. This is the main gate of this place. And I don't know, I'm just standing in the middle of the road to see this car. I'm arriving to another palace, which is like it took me almost 15 minutes to walk down to here because they blocked the main gate of the entrance of the park actually. So I have to walk all the way down to here. But as you can see, the massive palace which is behind me, which is ridiculously big, and I got another like a gigantic Daoist. I'm thinking about to skip this massive like palace. I'll come back if I have time. I'm just passed by this little river, but it is a little bit dry. Not a little bit, it's almost dried out. And but I'm crossing this beautiful natural scenery, and so if you can find the little river behind me, it's really hard to walk all this massive place. So I think during the summer, this place should be very beautiful with its natural beauty. And now I'm crossing this greenish forest with gigantic trees, plants, bushes, which is really calm. A little bit like a huff and puff. So in the bush you find this pavilion. It's called what's that called? It's called the Guanpu Ting. So literally means you watching the waterfall from this pavilion. And I think this one is preserved from the history, and there's a little cat. But since it is not a good time to watch the little river floating, crossing the entire greenish place, and so this is the pavilion, and nothing interesting to stay. I'm moving out. In front of this cave, or cave. It's a cave, and it is blocked by this fence, and we are forbidden to get in. But this is some kind of like a holy priest or Daoist to do the meditation inside this cave, and as you can see, the stones, it's really mystical, right? There's some steps behind me that if they open it, we can get into it, but no, it's closed. What a pity. So let's move on. This Immortal Cave is a limestone cave with more than, how much? More than 65,000 years of history. So yes, I'm not wrong, and this is 65,000 years of history. So I can't understand like how long it is. It's a really old one, right? If they are not lying or something. In a cave, we call it XianRenDong. So basically, it is the Daoist cave, and it is very squeezy, and they use different kind of like colors to decorate this little cave, and to climb this like narrow steps to get onto the cave, and it is a hard job, man, because I carry a lot of gadgets. In the meantime, I have to use the GoPro. To be very careful, I don't want to bumping my head. And now here I am, and so wow, if you guys can see it, it is beautiful. And it is very narrow. You hear this bumping sounds. Maybe it's the camera who is protecting the tourists. If somebody like trapped in the cave, maybe you can call someone to save you. And yeah, so it is a different kind of like experience, and I think I'm reaching out the exit, but this place is interesting. Wow. So have a look. This place, beautiful, right? Anyway, so This is interesting place to find out. I'm going to take a picture. I just got off the cave. It was really tiny, and I have to get through this narrow like steps. It's really tiring actually. So I decided to stop here, and I ordered this kind of like marinated vegetable with noodles. This one costs like 25 RMB, and I bought another like squid here. This one cost like 10 yen, so totally 35. Isn't very cheap actually compared to the other places, but I have no choice because I'm like a little bit like hungry at the moment. So let's try out these noodles. So it's hard to tell, but since the hungry and all this kind of like food, it's really hard to find it here. So I'm gonna to finish this one, and I'll continue the tour. Another huge gate. Then where is the gigantic Daoist statue? Fuck. I'm confused. So probably think I have to speed up because it's right now like 3 p.m. They are going to close down. I'm thinking 5 p.m. So I have to move up, and a lot of people like taking selfies and pictures. And all this. Oh, so I have to. So they have like a different years. You have to find out your born year and bow to it. I'm going to find out mine. And I have to like climb hundreds of steps to get there. And here on this side, you see another gate which is similar as the gate that we saw on the top of the mountain. So I think they have the similar meaning, which is cross the gate, reaching to the heaven. So I'm going to go up now because that lady is really annoying. I mean, so here maybe I can get you a scene. Alright, so this is the starting point, and if you look at this like I don't know how to. This is we call it thing in Chinese. I don't know if English has the same words for the same thing, but this one is really rusted. So I assume this one has the history of this temple, and yeah, it's quite awesome. So anyway, move up. It's a really hard job that I traveled like almost like access all the sightseeing place of this mountain. And sorry, I'm not able to look at the camera because I have to watch out the steps. So 50 steps to almost the top. Now I do see this one. Not really sure if I should climb up a little bit more, then we can have a bird view of this area. This one is massive. It's really impressive, and although this one is not like a historical relics, but if you are going to visit this place, and definitely this is the place that you should take a look. I'm not sure if there's an elevator inside the statue that we can take, or I have to like walk another 50 steps to get into there. But anyway, and it is a really tiring trip. I started from like almost 9 a.m. But look at this place. I think it's man-made. It's not like the history has some kind of remains of this area, but it is interesting. So to move, I'm not sure if I can go up one more step. So have a look at these paintings on the wall. I'm sure it's all like new paints, and I'm not that like a Taoist religious that he can give you an interesting story. Sorry guys, although I'm Chinese, I lost my indignity and my own origin, religion of myself. But this is what I am. And so here's another floor with a massive hole that you keep like new paintings. I mean, if you guys are not very interested in the new paints, there's no reason to stay here. Anyway, anything else we can find? No, actually. So, not very interesting now. Start off, go back to that boring place. Now I'm crossing this building and trying to find another way to get down. And so, and you know, in the Chinese history, fuck. I'm just running to a dead end, so I have to go back. Now I'm just heading back to the place where I came from, because this gigantic copper, massive, like a Taoism statue isn't really interesting actually. If you look at this, sorry, I have to watch out the steps. So if you look at this, the outlook of this one, it's okay, but when you get inside, it's almost like empty with some kind of painting. So I decided to get back, and I think I still got one more thing to find out, which is the palace that we just passed by. We didn't get time to look at that one, and so this is the monument that we should take a look, and yeah, it's a good memory though. Since it's a little bit late, I think I'll just like quickly browse it, because you can feel how big this place is, and I'm not sure, like maybe they will open up to 5 and it is now 4 already, but yeah, I'll spend like a little bit time to give you guys a quick glance of this place. And So getting to the entrance, wow. Yeah, so very typical Taoism setups. Just had a quick view of this massive palace, and I think you guys all find this is a very recent new palace, and it is almost that I have been all the places that I supposed to access, and it is beautiful, and it is designed according to the traditional Chinese architecture layout. So it is okay for me. But if you want to see the real history, and the one that on the top is that what you should look at. And so today's trip is finished, and I'm very tired now, because when you got the mission to finish all the sightseeing place and in the meantime taking pictures and videos, it's really cost energy. But I'm done, and now it's time to heading back to home and have a rest. Well, so but before that I still got like 2 kilometers to walk to get out of here, because this place is ridiculously big. Guys, I'm tiring as a hell, and I walked almost like another, I don't know how many kilometers totally, maybe 10 plus kilometers today for the entire trip. And you know, because this place, you know, someone can drive their cars into here, but the majorities are blocked outside, so I have to like park my car outside of this touristy mountain. And now it's just like an endless road. You see that? I have to walk to the exit by foot, which is really painful. And you know, I just eat a little bit thing, and that noodle, but it's an exam for your body condition and for your stamina and healthy exercises. So because as you can see, like I'm get a little bit like a buckle up. I'm getting round, especially my face, and if you compare to my videos before, I was more skinny than now. I think it is because now I stayed in China for a year, and within this year I eat, actually I control the diet, but you know, I eat some kind of like Chinese food. Maybe it's not that healthy, because our food is a little bit oily. And yeah, so this is some like after things talk to you guys. And now I'm reaching out to the exit. Yeah, keep moving on. The way get out of MAOSHAN. And if I knew that, I probably should it opening, or Yes, it's open up. And so I think I'm almost succeed. Guys, this vast place, and you don't see the hustling bustling like Shanghai and Beijing. See this well-organized street with few people living here, and actually these are the restaurants that closed down. I think it is off season, and just this granny standing outside, and I think they are selling some kind of like drinks, soft drinks. Yeah, so this is another. So I'm quite interesting and happy to see such a place without like huge flow of human being walking towards to it. I think during the national holiday it must be very crowded here, and so almost there. So I think I should park my car here. It is much more easier. Oh, but this street is like one way. You can only get out of here, but you cannot drive in. And anyway, China Uncle Mackie, MAOSHAN, Jiangsu province. The trip succeed, and I'm quite satisfied. And tomorrow I'm going back to Shanghai because I put my lovely cat in a hotel and someone else is taking care of her in a cage, so I have to get him out, and I think my cat will blame me because I left him in a cage for several days. And I think maybe after 2 weeks we will come back to Liyang, because I planned to go to Nanjing. Nanjing is the south capital of many dynasties of ancient China. So let's see what we can show. And so my wife is going with me to Nanjing, so there are some other character can show up in the camera, not just like China Uncle Mackie big head talking. So anyway, enjoy and thank you guys. Cheers. A high-speed road. Look at this. No cars, no nothing. Just myself riding on the road, and this is the road trip that I can enjoy. I don't like traffic jams and all the time, so this is awesome. I really love it.